There's a new nighttime spectacular coming to Walt Disney World, and it's not going to be at any of the parks, but it's still going to be on Disney property. You want to find out how? Let's talk about that on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place, and here with me is Mr. Vash Sky. Vash, I'm going to need some of your history knowledge on here on this cutting-edge technology. I think in this case, you won't have theme park history to throw in, but I'm going to challenge you here. There's part of me that thinks maybe you've got something, but I think I might be able to stump you on this one. Let's talk about the fact that they are finally bringing a drone show to Disney Springs. This out of Mickey Views. Today, Disney announced a new drone show is coming to Disney Springs at Walt Disney World. The show, entitled Disney Dreams That Soar, will run nightly from May 24th to September 2nd. That would be what is known as summer. I do believe that's summer there. Strangely, this announcement is buried in a listicle about summer editions at Walt Disney World on the Disney Parks blog. Mickey Views has recently covered news of drone testing underway at Walt Disney World, and we covered that article here on That Park Place. This, I think, is a pretty cool addition here. Let's read the quote. At Disney Springs, drones take to the skies above Lake Buena Vista and Disney Dreams That Soar, a summertime experience that will be a late-night perk for visitors. You Can Fly takes on a whole new meaning as we showcase Disney stories celebrating the joy of flight with state-of-the-art drones choreographed to create designs in the sky and paired with a soaring musical score. See what I did there? And memorable movie quotes. After spending a day delighting in shopping, discovering fun activities, and savoring diverse flavors at Disney Springs, turn your eyes to the skies above the west side. That kind of rhymed there. With a show amongst the stars. Disney Dreams That Soar will run nightly May 24th through September 2nd. I think that's pretty cool, Vash. And I like the idea that this is, there's no way that this is a for charge show. So that's good.
I like that too. It's really cool to, and I think Disneyland Resort, or sorry, not Disneyland Resort, Walt Disney World Resort actually needs more of this kind of stuff where you can kind of distribute out crowds in places that where you want them. Maybe not everything is an extra charge. Maybe not everything you have to get a park admission to actually do. I think this is really, really cool. The fact that they're investing in this is awesome. And actually, this is very interesting. This goes back to hosting drones at Walt Disney World property goes back to 2016.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yes, Disney and Intel to debut groundbreaking show at Disney Springs that explores new technology. So this holiday season, guests at Disney Springs can view Starbright Holidays, an Intel collaboration. And this was kind of a cool thing to showcase this drone technology almost 10 years to this point right here. And it never came back. So this was like, hey, why can't we do this on a more regular basis? Well, it turns out it looks like they are ramping up to do just that, which is really, really awesome. Some people have asked, hey, why can't we get drones in Epcot? Why can't we get drones in Magic Kingdom? You can't get those because they have flight restrictions in those areas, which is really, really unfortunate. And it's ironic, too, because the GOP has threatened to remove those flight restrictions from them, which could open up the possibility for drones, but it also opens up the possibility for all kinds of other things. It's the crazy thing, Jonas. This is
right.
This is,
yeah,
this
it's
is
good
wild.
and bad. It keeps people from putting political messages in the sky above
Right.
Walt Disney World for the most part. At some parks, I don't think that is still there for Disney's Animal Kingdom, but for obvious reasons, they want to let the animals have their sleep. So they don't do fireworks shows or things like that at Animal Kingdom. This is something that I do appreciate about the Walt Disney Company is that generally speaking, they go easy on Animal Kingdom for the nighttime spectaculars. However, in the shopping district, I think this is good. I'll mention this from a business standpoint here. This is good because it's a free thing that people can watch for free, but also there are venues that can sell probably good viewing, nighttime viewing packages here for Dreams That Soar. So I think this is something that it is an opportunity to make money. It is open to the tenants of Disney Springs, which, by the way, they don't have full representation in SIFTOD in that district until SIFTOD came into place. So this is something that many people. I don't know. I don't know if they can market it if you are in Disney Springs and say, hey, we've got a nice view from this table here. But I think this is good for everybody. I hope this is something that is great and everything excellent that we have come to expect from Disney about 10 years ago, and that this is something that I see as a positive for a lot of people, and I hope this is a success. Sorry, it's almost like I talk for a living.
Oh, I see it as an absolute success, and like you said, to have those tenants actually, included in this entertainment package like this, I think is really, really awesome, and I think it could really balance out the crowds resort wide, which is fantastic. And honestly, we've been wanting drones. We've been wanting drones for so long, especially after seeing those amazing images of what's coming out of Paris and so forth. People have wanted these drones, and interestingly enough, Jonas, you reminded me before the show that Disney's actually been working on this for quite some time, even back as recently as the 1980s, where they were trying to solve the problem. Hey, can we get Tinkerbell to appear each night at Disneyland and Magic Kingdom without necessarily pushing someone off of the top of Cinderella Castle or the Matterhorn?
She had a zip line. She was perfectly safe. I have heard that sometimes it was a dude.
Oh, yes. That is very true, actually.
That is not a statement about anyone's gender identity. I'm saying in the 1950s, they used to have a guy dressed up as Tinkerbell. I don't think he identified as Tinkerbell outside of the gig. So nobody get me in trouble for that one.
Well, and, back in the day, there were limited ways in which to pull off an entertainment spectacular in which it was appropriate to bring out Tinkerbell. Obviously, she's been included in, various other shows and so forth, but it's like people want to see Tinkerbell, and it's like, yeah, but she's the size of a pixie. How do we do that? We've seen technology, interesting enough, to bring her down to that size, which is really cool. Hopefully we get those in the park someday. Come on, Josh. But they had the bright idea of, okay, well, let's go ahead, let's do like a drone, which was, really kind of forward thinking back in the 1980s, as one could imagine. But they were in the process of redoing the 1983 version of Fantasyland at Disneyland. They took one of their Alice in Wonderland molds, or their Alice molds, for one of their audio-animatronic figures in that attraction. They filled it up with twinkle lights, and they attached a helicopter blade on the back of her, and if you kind of squint your eyes and cover your ears, it kind of looks like Tinkerbell. But the lawyers were like,
idea.
It's great, right? And it flew around, and it was awesome. And then the lawyers were like, nah, we're not going to, nope, not going to do that. So
not going to have that flying above guests.
Yes.
They talk about an A mode and a B mode. And when the A mode fails, the B mode steps in. With the A mode on a Tinkerbell helicopter that's flying above guests, the B mode is probably hurting someone. So it's probably a good thing that they've.
Can you imagine the headlines?
Oh my! It sounds like this is going to be probably over water, where everyone is safe. And also the Disneyland Paris drone shows. I do understand the company that was doing those drone shows has set up shop in Orlando. They haven't said that I don't think they've announced that they're working with Disney, just that they want to be where the customers are, which, of course, we now know that maybe it could be that this is Disney Springs is one of their customers. Could also be Universal Orlando Resort, because we don't know what the nighttime spectaculars are going to look like over there at Epic Universe yet.
We have a suspicion that Universal is going to be hopping on that, and they've already hopped on it at Universal Studios Hollywood, where they have the Dark Arts show and they have the drones go up there. Interestingly enough, they had to set up nets over the tram loading and unloading station in order to facilitate that show each night, which is, it's one of those things you have to account for. But I think, Jonas, drones at Animal Kingdom, like you were saying right there, might actually be really cool, and because it kind of cuts down on those issues associated with other types of entertainment spectaculars. And it's right outside that no-fly zone right there. So I think this could provide solutions for the resort in the years ahead.
And probably a better idea than a kite show on the bay. Oh man, we almost made it through the entire video without saying anything negative. Oh my goodness. Guys, I do think this is I'm trying to emphasize this. I think this is a great thing for Disney. This is good. This is egalitarian of them to have something that you don't even have to have admission to a theme park in order to see it, because right now they don't even charge people to get into that parking garage.
That's true.
It's fantastic. Okay, that being said, it may be a surprise to our audience here. I want to ask our audience, What do you guys think of this? Is this something that you might go see, especially if you're in the Orlando area? Are you gonna say, hey kids, let's go over there. Maybe let's get some ice cream and let's go watch the drone show, because that would be a great way to excite the kids. Now, maybe that ice cream is a little expensive over there at the going to shop. I don't know. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, like this video if it's been informative to you. It does help out with the algorithm. And if you want to know more about what's going on at Disney, good or bad, balls and strikes, please consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.